Hey YouTube, this is Shooting Nerd. Yeah, it's been a little while. Had software issues, hardware issues, and then life just got in the way. So anyway, many months ago, Fred Hart over at the Gear Obsession channel mentioned using a Pocket Pal to sharpen some of his blades. Since I've never sharpened a knife, I figured I'd pick one up, and here we go with it. And for a donor blade, I'm going to use a CRKT drifter. This was beat up all to heck, and unfortunately I already did one take on it, so it's already been sharpened a bit. Just had some technical problems, but wanted to show what it's about. Basically, it's got three places to work on it. You've got a carbide section for doing your first, your bulk cutting, your coarse cutting. Then it's got a ceramic side to do the honing, and then it's got a little burr to do serrations and whatnot. Now, this blade, before I started, hell, even now I can, especially at the tip, I can press down on it, and no issues. So, anyways, what you do is you hold it down, and you do your first cuts on the first pulls on the carbide, then you do your second pulls on the ceramic. Now this thing has a lot of nicks up near the tip because I use it to cut boxes and all that or open up boxes and whatnot. So it's pretty beat up. So we're going to see if this thing can put any kind of an edge on it. They say to put 3 to 4 pulls on it, and it's doing some. I mean, unfortunately I've got such big nicks in this thing. This thing really needs to be put onto a stone and worked a lot by someone that knows what they're doing, not some yahoo with a $10 knife sharpener. But we'll see how it works. And turn it around. Now, we'll see how it works. I don't expect it to cut paper because, quite honestly, this thing's not that. It was never that good of a. It starts a cut very nicely, but can't. It starts the cut nicely, but once it gets up into the really damaged section of the blade, it doesn't do that great of a job. So it does put an edge on quickly. Doesn't put a great edge on quickly, especially if you're starting off with something that's in this bad a shape. But for $8. This is definitely something I'd toss in my, your bug out bag, or just if you've, your toolbox or whatever. I think it would probably be better if you actually knew what you were doing and actually had a better sharpener. But if you're a knucklehead like me, not a bad little deal. It'll take you from not being able to cut at all to having something that can shave the fingernail, shave your fingernail pretty well. So not great, but pretty good. And for I think it was like $8. So thumbs up review for it. Easy to use. Puts a pretty good blade on, or a pretty good edge on it. And if you're not a chucklehead, probably would do even better. So anyway, there we are. You guys take care.